In today's video we're going to talk about reducing spasticity. We're going to do that in a novel way, a way that you've probably not heard of. In the video today is Linda, who suffered a massive stroke in 2016 and doctors doubted if she would ever walk, talk or use her left arm again. With the training we show in this video, she reduced her spasticity remarkably. So stick around and at the end of the video you will have learned how to use some novel tools to reduce spasticity in a more efficient way.
This is the Brain Rehab channel, where we show stroke survivors and those with a brain injury how to continue to improve. We are out-of-the-box thinkers and bending the rules of rehab. Linda, stroke survivor, biohacker, and best-selling author of Stroke Rebel. Arjun, functional neurologist and expert brain trainer. We are brain.rehab.
Before you see the actual exercise that you're going to use to reduce your spasticity in a more efficient way, and the exercise that Linda used to reduce her spasticity, I have to explain something. You have to remember that to be able to bring out purposeful movement, the brain is sending out a signal to your arm to do this movement. Because of your stroke or brain injury, this pathway is disturbed, so you cannot send out the signal again. We have to rebuild this purposeful movement. Now we're going to go a couple of steps back. You have to think of a child that is learning to move purposefully. A child moves at random. When a child is born, it is born with a set of random movement patterns, so-called primitive reflexes, inbuilt movement patterns on which more and more complex movement is built. Basically, after stroke or severe brain injury, we see that we regress back to this stage. You start with primitive movements and you build this up to very purposeful, controlled movement from your brain to, for example, your arm or your foot. We need a couple of building blocks to come to this stage. When you're born, like I said, you're born with primitive reflexes. They progress to more stability in your body around the shoulders, the hips, the core stability, that's the next building block. Then you're going to build because you start to roll and you start to prop yourself up from your stomach or from your back, roll around, sit up, you start to build your vestibular, your balance system, that's the next building block. Then you're going to integrate all the senses, like your eyesight, like your hearing, and then you start to build the conscious control of movement, the purposeful control. So after stroke you go back to the basic building blocks, the primitive movements reappear for part, and also the stability in the body is severely affected, so that is where we have to focus our attention first. You probably realize this has not happened in regular rehabilitation. They go straight to trying to get back the movement by doing things with the arm. This is not helpful for real spasticity because any movement in the arm will get a reaction in the form of spasticity. It's good to keep on moving, but really reducing spasticity you do from the core on, from readdressing the primitive reflexes, building stability around the shoulders and the hips, and progress into more and more purposeful movement until you get more and better control over fine motorics of the arm and of the leg. So what we're going to show you next are a series of exercises that address the inhibition of the primitive reflexes, building the stability around the shoulders and the hips, and from there on you can build more and more purposeful movement in the rest of the arm. Make no mistake, this takes a long time. For example, Linda, when I first saw her, had spasticity. She often had her arm in this position. She could walk just by having her arm in a fixed position. And it took her at least 3 to 4 months to get her first reduction in spasticity. Now she has reduced it to 40% plus. So yes, it is possible. takes a long time. So the exercise we're going to show you now will make it possible to make a start with this. Then at the end of the video I will explain how you can learn more. This exercise is called the C-star. It's very important to start with the side which is your dominant side. So if you're a right-hander, then you start with the right side. If you're a left-hander, like in Linda's case, you start with the left side. Regardless whether your stroke or brain injury affects the left side more or the right side more. So you start with your dominant side. So Linda, if you can, we do it without breathing in and out first. You just breathe like normal. Yes. You make yourself into a ball, crossing the left side, left leg and left arm over the right arm and the right leg, and curl up. Try to lift your head a little bit up. You can put a pillow under and then you release. Relax and come down. Open like a C-star. Yeah, keep it there a little bit and relax. Just relax for the moment. Just put everything down. Does not matter if you cannot do it. It is about the attempt, or that you're just thinking about making the movement. You don't have to hold very long when you start. You just try to make the movement, crossing one arm and one leg over the other. Then when you come back, you try to open everything, and then we're going to do it one more time. Cross the left arm over the right arm and the left leg over the right leg. Then curl yourself up and then slowly open everything up as far as you can and hold it a little bit and then relax. And then if because of the paralysis or paresis of an arm or a leg something doesn't work, you can ask assistance for it, or you just think about moving your arm or your leg. Yes. Now the next phase is that we cross the other side first over, in this case we cross the right side over the left side. So the right leg over the left leg and the right arm over the left arm, and curl up and relax. Relax, open up. Yes. And then you can help if that is needed and relax completely. Later, we're going to do this 6 times, 3 times from the left side over the right side in Linda's case, and 3 times the right side over the left side. Later we're going to do it in one flow. So what we now show is that you can do it first. You do the left side, you open, and you maybe pause, but you don't have to pause, and then you cross the right side over the left side, open and relax. We try that? Yeah, so left side over the right side. Into a ball, hold and open up, and the other side over the right side over the left side, ball and open up and relax. So what we are aiming for is that we do 3 times from one side over the other side, and then the opposite 3 times, and you alternate. You try to do it in one flow, and now we're going to do it with breathing in and out. So you make the movement when you breathe out. When you breathe in, you're static. So Linda, breathe in first, your belly, and out. And now we're moving the left side over the right side, curl up. Now we breathe in and out, and when breathing out you open up. Yeah. Okay. One more time, breathe in and out. Now you move. Breathe in and out, open up. And let go. Okay, and relax. So in the beginning you can do it one side at a time, just crossing, holding, relax, opening up, and then you can completely relax like Linda is doing now, and later we're aiming that we do it in one continuous flow, left side over right side, or if you're right-handed, right dominant, right side over the left side, and then alternate with the left, right, and left, and then you relax, and every time you move on breathing out, also when you open up, you breathe in, and then when you breathe out, you open up. That is the C star. The C star number 2. We have the same position, legs straight, breathing with your tummy, slightly contracting the buttocks and the lower abdomen, like we showed in the postural videos. This time with the hands next to the ear. You breathe in, and when you breathe out, you lift the head and the shoulders completely in a straight line. So now you lift the shoulders off the floor, hold, and when breathing out, lower. And very important not to extend the neck or flex the head. The head is just straight in one line with the spine. So breathe in and out, and lift and hold while you're breathing in, and then when breathing out you lower again, and in total you do this 6 times. Caterpillar number 3, the restless caterpillar. Linda comes up on her elbows, and can even move your elbows in a little bit if you want, it's more stable. You keep your lower tummy and buttocks contracted. Are you okay like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lift one leg like so, not further than this, and then lower it. Then the other leg, and lower it. It's very important to do this very consciously and slowly. Now we lift one leg, we lower it, at the same time we bend the other one, lower it, and alternate. And we do this 6 times. And then when you have done the 6 times, you do both legs together. Now do both legs together. And make very sure that you tighten your tummy a little bit so your pelvis does not twist, and lower it very slowly. And you alternate. Yeah, you can do this 6 times. Very important that you contract your tummy. Relax, Linda. Yeah. The first octopus exercise. We start the exercise again by checking the breathing, slightly tightening the buttocks and the lower belly. And what you're going to do now is you close your hands into a fist as far as that is possible, and you claw your feet. And you hold that for 3 to 4 seconds. Then you open your hands and you relax your feet and extend the toes and open your hands completely. And you repeat this 3 to 4 times. Isoclam position, moving with the affected arm. Moving slowly down, controlled way, slowly up, and repeat that 4 to 6 times. Do it purposefully and controlled. Pay very good attention to your breathing, shoulder position. And that is how we start, and you can repeat this whole process with little pauses in between. Isoclam position 1, moving with the affected side, fixating on a point and slowly turning the head from side to side while fixating on a point and moving at the same time. Same procedure, 4 to 6 repetitions, pause, and then do it again. Isoclam position, only the legs in clamp position, moving the affected leg slowly up and down in a controlled way, watching your breathing, core control, and make 4 to 6 repetitions, trying to keep the leg as steady as possible, and then make pauses and repeat the whole process 4 to 6 times, and you can do this 3, 4 to 6 times. Isoclam position with the legs, moving your leg and fixating on a point, moving your head at the same time. Takes a little bit more control. Same series 4 to 6 times. Pause again 4 to 6 times, and you can repeat up to 4 to 6 times. With the exercise you just have seen, you can make a start reducing your spasticity in a more efficient way. You can do this next to all the other training you are already doing. It will have more effect if you use these exercises. In this video I explained why you have to go back to the start. You can make a start with this. If you want to see all the subsequent training series, you can try this out for free for a whole week at brain.rehab platform. You go to brain.rehab, you test it out for yourself, see if it is useful. If you like it, you become a member after a week. If not, you look at the other training videos that we make for you. Also check out our training videos on spasticity, on foot drop. And if you have any comments or you have any other training methods that you think may benefit the other viewers, please leave a comment below and we will share them. If you're not a member yet of the Brain Rehab channel, subscribe with the subscribe button. See you in the next video.
Our Brain.Rehab portal is a continuous improvement training platform for the home situation. It contains the best training, masterclasses, latest news, and interviews on topics that will keep you improving in the years to come. Check out what it can do for you and become a member of the Brain.Rehab tribe. www.brain.rehab